Obey the rules, or I'll tear you apart.
Mommy Longlegs, the horrifying secret of Playtime Company. In 1982, Playtime Company was the pride of the city, a place where toys were created to bring joy to children over the world. However, behind the colorful words and ceaseless production lines, there lay a dark secret that had never been revealed. Most people thought that the factory merely produced toys like Huggy Wuggy or Boogie Board. But no one knew that in the shadows, a mad experiment was taking place. And its result was Mommy Longlegs, a terrifying creature with a past full of pain and darkness. Promising beginning. Mommy Longlegs was not always a monster to me. She was once human, Emily, a young and enthusiastic worker. Emily was one of the first women to work at the Playtime Company, where she was tasked with inspecting the quality of the toys. She loved her job, but there was always something strange she couldn't ever understand. Why did the children who were invited to the factory to test the toys never come back? Emily didn't ask too many questions, and she knew that prying too much might cost her job. But every time she passed by the laboratory area, the faint wrinkles, the children, and the interesting mold haunted her mind. The horrifying experiment. Playtime Company didn't just produce toys. A secret research department had been established, tasked with creating toys that could live and interact with humans. It was project the factory directed code, the breakthrough in entertainment technology. But in reality, it was filled with cruel and inhuman appearance. They didn't just use the soul and bodies of missing children, but also the workers in the factory. One night, Emily was dragged into the experiment after witnessing something she shouldn't have. A toy being taken into the lab and turned into the horrifying version of the toy. She tried to escape but was caught. Management couldn't let her live after discovering the factory's dark secret. And so, she became a victim of the wicked experiment. Emily's body was horrifically altered. They fused her with the body of the giant toy spider. Her arms and legs were shredded, thin, but capable of stretching out and gripping anything. Her face still retained a trace of the human beauty, but her eyes had lost their light. Emily's pink hair became the symbol of the Mommy Longlegs. And from then on, the monstrous creature with a soul full of the torment was born. A thirst of revenge. Emily, or Mommy Longlegs now, didn't forget her past. She remembered her days of hard work in the factory, her dream of the peaceful life, and the betrayal from the roles she once treasured. But the most terrifying thing is that the transformation didn't just change her body, but also tore apart her mind. She was no longer Emily. She had become a malevolent creature, thirsting for revenge on everyone who had turned her into a monster. In the shadow of the factory, Mommy Longlegs stalked, hunting down anyone who dared enter her doorway. She wasn't just a furious creature, but also cunning and diverse. She used her long arm to pull intruders deep into the heart of the factory, where no one could escape. Their screams echoed through the corridors, but no one came to save them. The missing children. Every year, the children were invited to visit playtime community under the guise of discovering and experiencing the most advanced toys. But in reality, very few of those children ever returned. Rumor began to spread about the monster living in the factory, a creature with long legs and hate-filled eyes. But no one dared believe it because it seemed too absurd. Playtime Company was a place of joy, not a den of pure horrors. However, the rumor couldn't solve the truth. The missing children began to be reported, and slowly, the horrifying truth about Mommy Longlegs and Playtime Company started to unravel. The Faithful Encounter. On Faithful Day, the curious group, people who wanted to uncover the factory's secret, decided to break into Playtime Company to investigate the missing children. They were well prepared, carrying flashlights, factory maps, and recording devices. But nothing could prepare them for what was about to happen. As they walked down the dark corridors of the factory, they heard a strange sound, wiggles, sprinkling of metal, and light footsteps echoing. One of them felt like something was watching them. None of them noticed something about their friends. Mommy Longlegs was slowly walking, her eyes glowing into darkness, ready for a sudden attack. And they searched the secret. The grocery, the door slowly slammed shut. They tried to open it, but it was no use. Their voice echoed to speak better. You think you can succeed? One of the group screamed. Their first line, in this minute, the boss shot eyes at Mommy Longlegs. The horrifying creature long arms stretched out and grabbing around them, pulling each person into the darkness. None survived to tell it. The curse of the Playtime Company. Since then, no one has dared step into the Playtime Company again. The factory was abandoned, and rumors about Mommy Longlegs continued to spread. People say that you can come to the factory, you can hear if you are unfortunate enough to be caught, you will never return. Mommy Longlegs is still there, waiting for the unlucky soul to be there safely. Each time she touches someone, pull them into the dark corner. No one cries for help. Never think you can escape from Mommy Longlegs. She always knows how to fight.
You're going to have so much fun. Head to musical memory, and Mommy will get things started. Obey the rules, or I'll tear you apart and eat your insides while you're still alive.